So Trump or Kamala, who's worse?
Kamala for sure, man. I
Yeah.
caught, even though I'm very pressed for time, I did catch some of the controversy going on in the recent debate. I think MSNBC was hosting it, and then MSNBC was like fact checking Trump or something. That's yeah, that's what I gleaned from like whatever little I followed those things. But of course, I mean, like I'm a libertarian, so you know my views on like the state and everything. But if I was in America and I had to vote, I would definitely vote for Trump. That's
Yeah.
like a no-brainer. Just, I mean, even if he didn't do anything that he kind of in his rhetoric he supports in his speeches or whatever, but simply because of the cultural impact he has on our like people of our mindset, I think it's a positive for someone like that to be in power. I mean, like he's going to continue like similar things in the Israel-Palestine conflict. That's no-brainer. Both like Kamala herself has pledged to continue the same policies of Biden if she comes to power, and Trump is a hardcore Zionist. Like that's there's no like it's an open secret that way. Like everyone knows that his allegiance to Israel and stuff. So I don't think that is going to make a dent to any kind of geopolitical change, and that's a very important factor in this election. I think because of everything that's been going on since October 7th of last year in the Middle East and that whole area, and with tensions like escalating now between Lebanon and Israel, and the recent missiles that Iran fired into Israel. Like, it's a very seriously escalating situation that can turn hot like very quickly. Because I mean, they're contemplating like doing missile strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities or their oil rigs and stuff. Like, it can seriously escalate badly. It's a very hot situation right now. So I do think like if we had a genuine alternative there to like help to de-escalate the conflict, like support a two-state solution, push for a ceasefire, like those kind of things definitely would be the need of the hour. But yeah, I mean, none of them are going to cut it, so like, it's not going to make a difference to that question. uh in terms of like the other globalist agendas and stuff, I still definitely think it's better to have Trump in power for his economic kind of positioning, and for his general anti-climate change sentiment, and for his like vaccine related stuff. I'm really skeptical. Like, every time he's not in power and he's campaigning, he will tend to give like lip service to kind of health freedom or like bodily autonomy, and just generally tend to seem like one of us. But then when like he goes into office, he just behaves really differently. That's what we saw last time also with his positioning with like Robert F. Kennedy. Like, when he was campaigning, he was like, we need to investigate vaccines and we need to like have a commission, and Kennedy will like work on that and blah blah blah. And then once he went into office, he led Warp Speed, and he basically like got some contracts done with Pfizer and stuff as well. So yeah, on that stuff, I'm like all seriously skeptical whether he'll actually go through with whatever uh, like he's been kind of talking about. I think for Russia Ukraine, maybe he might be a bit beneficial, seeing his actions in his last presidency also, and kind of how he came through with that. I don't think that was just rhetoric. Like, he did seem to be like less pro war in that region of the world, at least. But for the Israel Palestine conflict, definitely like he's going to be a disaster if he comes. And same thing for like Kamala as well. Yeah. So I mean, at least on those issues, that's my take. But yeah, you have any thoughts?
Yeah, so at least with Trump, like you said, he's better for the culture, and he surrounds himself with better people like RFK Jr. and Vivek. Whereas Kamala, it's clear that she's surrounding herself with CIA and deep state people.